So hi guys, welcome back to Daily Jobs Alert India. So in this video, I'm going to explain how I got the offer from Persistent Systems for Python developer role and why I rejected the offer letter from that company. So in this video, I'm going to share a complete real interview experience, the exact questions they asked me, how was the interview rounds, and why I finally did not join the company. So if you are preparing for Python developer interviews, watch till the end because this can genuinely help you. So let me tell you guys exactly what happened. So one day I suddenly got a call from Naukri. The HR person was from Persistent Systems and his name was Santosh. He said that they were hiring for Python developer role that required 3 to 5 years of experience. And honestly, I did not expected this one because since I was only having 1.8 years of experience at that time. I was also very nervous at the same time. So, in the initial HR phone call, he asked me some basic screening questions like how many Python projects I have worked on, what was my total IT years of experience, and what is my total experience in Python, my experience with Docker and Kubernetes, and what was my notice period, and am I available for the interview in next 2 days. He also checked me on am I open to relocate to Bangalore or not. So this round was mainly to check a profile fit and availability. I answered confidently and said yes for the interview. So in the first technical round was with the persistent system technical panel. There were two members in the interview panel. They started with quick questions like introduction and then they directly jumped into coding questions. This was completely practical. They started asking me questions on coding like string manipulation problems, linked list problems like adding an item at the beginning, finding the frequency of numbers using dictionary, and I had to solve everything by sharing my screen on the online compiler that is basically a Python compiler or something. This part felt like very easy with a hands-on coding round. So after coding, they moved to theoretical questions like they started asking me Python fundamentals regarding FastAPI design, REST API concepts, difference between FastAPI and Django, and difference between Docker and Kubernetes, and along with Kubernetes basics, my experience in OpenCV, LLM and chatbot development, and I have mentioned a project on rate limiting, so they started asking me questions on rate limiting concepts and they went deeper into that topic. They also asked me questions like what is rate limiting, why do we need it, and how have you implemented it in a real project. Actually, this round lasted more than 1 hour, but it did not feel stressful. It more felt like a technical conversation than a formal interview that gave me confidence that panel was actually interested in my experience. Same interview in last 5 minutes, the panel was started asking me questions like, "How soon can you join? Are you currently in Bangalore? Are you open to learn new technologies in these projects?" At that time, I felt like that was a positive sign for me. I felt that panel looked very satisfied and they had a smiling faces, and I could sense that interview had gone literally very well. So in the next day, I got another email from the HR saying that I was selected for the next round, that is TR2, for the client interview. Persistent Systems, they were hiring me on a particular project, that too for the client's project. Clearly told me that they will going to take one more interview with clients. Here I cannot mention the client name here. This round had 3 members in total. Two are from client side and one from persistent systems. The technical panel has already checked my most of the core skills. This round was more focused on practical problem solving. Directly started with the coding questions without asking any introduction. Ask me questions of finding the occurrence of substring in the sentence, rate limiting algorithm, difference between Flask and FastAPI, and also Django, some machine learning concepts along with LLM basics. In the last 15 minutes, they were mostly behavioral questions. Questions around teamwork, handling client expectations, learning new technologies, project adaptability, and regarding communication. TR2 round took around 45 minutes, which I felt very easy. And the most exciting part is that surprisingly, in the same evening, I got an email asking me to submit all my documents for the next process. Later, HR confirmed that I was finalized for this position. Yes, that's how I received an offer letter from the Persistent Systems. But unfortunately, I did not join the company and I did not accept the offer letter. If you want, I can make another video explaining why I rejected the offer. comment down below if you want that story also. If this interview experience helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who is preparing for Python developer interviews. And I will also make a separate video on all the questions asked in both the rounds separately. This is about the story how I got into persistent systems.